What's up, YouTube? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Billy Savage, and we're here today.
Mrs24K.
And 24K, you know, aka is Mr. and Mrs. 24K fashion back in this thing. Hey, listen, guys, before we get to the video, know what I'm saying? I want to appreciate y'all guys who are rocking me on the YouTube channel. You know, sharing your boy love, know what I'm saying? You know, subscribing to your boy YouTube channel. And if y'all haven't done it already, make sure y'all go over there and go to Mr. and Mrs. 24K fashion, know what I'm saying? Description down here below, know what I'm saying? Listen, their clothing line gonna be up in there on all websites. Where can they find you at first on the websites, know what I'm saying, for the clothing lines?
Yes, that will be www.MrMrs24K.com. MrMrs24K.com. We have our clothing line there, caps. We're going to introduce our soaps and our fragrances soon. They're not on there yet, but that's what we enjoy doing, and that's what we specialize in. So y'all check us out. Show us some love. Spend some money.
Spend that money, man. Hey, listen, I know you can spend about $30, $40, $20 for your people, man.
Yeah.
Help your black community out. But we all in it together, though, know what I'm saying? Black and white, in any color. But you got to have the right spiritual mindset for. But we finna get into that, know what I'm saying?
Yes. Because our message is just being true to yourself, being authentically you. I am authentic. Just be you.
Real life.
So many people tell you who you should be. You're so confused. Be you.
Be you. But
figure out who you are.
Figure you out. But listen, guys, know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go over there and show them people some love, know what I'm saying? And make sure, you know what I'm saying, y'all keeping the channel grow and just help our people grow, know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, I ain't gonna hold y'all guys up for too much longer. I mean, you already know the motto, know what I'm saying? You better stay in your lane, you better mind your business. If you minding your business,
all the time and drinking my water.
Hey, you better be minding your business. But always keep God first. Like I say, nothing works on my time, and nothing works on her time, and nothing works on your time. Everything works on God's time. And I always just stay motivated, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Billy Savage. Let's get straight to the video. Okay, first off, you see the people looking like that. Oh, thumbnail. We just pose. There we go. That's thumbnail. You see, I do that. That's thumbnail.
I love it. Yes.
All right, but listen, all right, first, man, we're going to get into this thing, you know what I'm saying? We just, like I say, guys, we keeping it real, authentic. These things y'all need to know what I'm saying? Because this is real life stuff to where we have been trapped and we have been lost for so many years, you know what I'm saying? Way before our time came to now. We in this life, which is what's called, it's not the world we live in. We live in hell, pretty much. So, first I'm going to ask you, so how you feel about, you know, like how people just got trapped into this matrix, you know, worshiping these famous people when they could be possibly fake people, know what I'm saying? That they could be just, you know, just anybody who you worship. You could be anybody who you worshiping. I mean, it's crazy. So how you feel about that, Mom?
It's wild at this point. It's really broadened, and it's just taken over all cultures. It's not even about race. It's just idolizing these celebrities. And don't get me wrong, I experienced that in about 2003, 2004, before social media, you know, but magazines, Bazaar, Glamour, Mary Claire, all of that was very popular. So you're looking in the magazines and you're idolizing the hair and the fashion, and the makeup.
I like to cut y'all, but you saying, because just because these famous people wearing these things, we tend to have to look at on TV, which is the famous people. So we see them so much, like, I want that, I want this, and that's when you get caught into the matrix, and like that.
Yeah, you want to identify with them and be on their level. So you feel like if I obtain that look or something like that or similar, then I'll have this aesthetic or this accolade about myself as well. That has nothing to do with that, because you are uniquely you. They are whomever they are, and idolizing or worshiping them, you don't know what they've done to be where they are or how they've acquired anything that they have. So you don't want to idolize these celebrities. I honestly just look at them as gatekeepers in this matrix.
Ooh, are they ready for that?
No, they're not, but it's the truth.
Respectfully.
They're just gatekeepers to keep you entertained and distracted from what you really need to be focused on, and that is not the other distractions in the world, be it inflation, shortages, gas, whatever else. What you need to focus on is you.
Hey, let's say it together
Self.
on 3. 1, 2, 3. Focus on
You. That is what you're here to do.
focus
That is
on
your objective here on Terra 3, aka Earth, aka Gaia, Mother Kai, all of that. That's what you're here to do.
Now listen, guys, and I'm gonna tell y'all some guys. Listen, see, I bring people like this on my YouTube channel. Know what I'm saying? See, listen, I'll be sitting here lying to y'all right now if I didn't tell y'all. Listen, I don't know a lot of knowledge, but guess what? I do now. Guess what? For the past 2 years, almost a year now, know what I'm saying? When I was doing a lot of crazy, wild stuff, doing stuff what I thought what made me happy, but it was only there to distract me from doing the right thing, which is this right here, my guys. You know what I'm saying? So I bring people, people like her and Mrs24K fashion, you know what I'm saying, to the channel is because these people teaches me stuff, you know what I'm saying? These people has the real knowledge for your ears. Yeah, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with listening to NBA Youngboy, Fredo Bang, Lil Durk, Kevin Gates, you know what I'm saying, King Von. But listen, know the real meaning on what you're doing before you just get to listen to something, because if you ain't got it right with yourself, you will be caught in the matrix and you will tend to do things which you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? You be led astray. You're not competing with nobody in this world but yourself. So every day you get up in the morning, when you go brush your teeth, you be like, what do you look at for yourself when you brushing your teeth? So it all starts with you. So if you can defeat yourself, which is me versus me and her versus her, once you know what I'm saying, can defeat yourself, can't nobody in the world tell you nothing.
And those two are the higher self and the lower self. That is your battle. That's it. That is the spiritual warfare. It's not what it appears to be in the world. It's not what's going on in other countries, even in your native land, your homeland. The real spiritual warfare is within self. Warring within self, between that higher self, that higher voice, and that low vibrational 3D self.
Talk to him.
Bound and
She get me entertained.
just, bound to these cycles of life that do not benefit you, that do not help you, that do not enlighten your gifts and bring out, the best you. So we just really want to talk to you about that, because it's been some years knowing this, and really this year 2022 really putting it together, the final puzzle pieces. And I have to give a shout out and thank this beautiful lady by the name of the Sexual Celestial, that watching her channel gave me the final pieces to my puzzle. I have been on this journey for quite some time. I have sacrificed and dealt with a lot to come into true knowledge of self. And I've studied a lot. I've studied a lot of different religions. I've studied a lot of different practices, medicinal, what have you. I can study any and everything and retain it, but I'll tell you this: faith without works is dead. So knowledge without application, what are you really doing? It's like I'm just a book. I mean, I'm full of knowledge, but what am I doing with this knowledge?
Don't that make sense though? That make a lot of sense, because like people would sit there now. I went to school. I was in school, and now I'm out of school. I have people that I used to go to school with, that graduate way before me, and people graduate with me. And I seen a post on Facebook, a guy had said, I ain't gonna say his name, but I feel like that, that he had to come get on the business set of TV show and, catch some of this knowledge, you know what I'm saying, the real knowledge, because he had made a post and he had said, see, I'm woke now though. I'm woke. Shout out to you and Mr. Mrs24K on fashion. shout out to them, you know what I'm saying, for giving me all this knowledge. And my boy CeeLo, who can't be here today, you know what I'm saying, but you already know he's standing in his lane. He might be keeping God first, always stay motivated. Okay, but back to the story though. He made a post and he said, I've been out of school for almost 10 years and I haven't used AB plus Y equals whatever, pi 3 point, whatever. I don't remember. But
3.14.
yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. But what I'm saying is, guys, the whole point is about that. To this day, I've been out of school for almost 4 years, and I have never used that a day in my life. I haven't never used a day in my life. Now, can you relate to that? Now, hold on. I feel like you kind of used it though, because of the things you had to do.
Well,
go ahead and bust. Hey, guys, she finna bust our bubble.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna say, I'm a former educator. Also, I was a former honor student from elementary school all the way to college.
But I'm just saying, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, honor, like count money, okay? Everybody know I count. That's $1.
I'm about to tell you. I'm about to just.
Okay.
I'm really finna just say what it is. It's not finna be pretty. I'm just gonna say what it is.
Never used it in life.
I'm getting there. All of that means nothing. Was my point for saying the honor society, the accolades, being an honor student, graduating with honors from high school, college. It means nothing when all school is designed to do is to teach you how to be a better servant or slave, to make a company money.
And keep it rolling.
It doesn't teach you how to invest in yourself and learn something that you can contribute to yourself and create generational wealth for yourself and your family, and something that you can pass on and on and on. Truthfully, skills, a trade was much better than just going to college or going to school. I had my degree. It still was hell trying to find a job. They don't tell you that, go to college, get a good job. It doesn't happen like that. You graduate.
So you got to keep a job.
You don't find a job right out of college like that, realistically. It doesn't happen that way. And then you finally do get in your field, none of the stuff is true. You can excel in your field, be the best at what you're doing, this, that, and the third. It doesn't mean you're going to get promoted. It doesn't mean you're going to get raises. School is no different than prison. It's just a system. It's just
they teach you how to keep this
a
world
system
rolling.
of how to be a servant. Nothing about thinking for yourself, creating for yourself. If I knew what I know now at this age, and I graduated from high school in '99, and that's all I'll say about that. But I would have went out the gate to be an esthetician or cosmetology or something where I would be working for myself and have skills, and be able to invest and keep, building things for my family and being sovereign and independent. It really is no fun working for a company and working for somebody, and your body, your health, everything is being sacrificed and possibly being debilitated behind a company that when something happens to you or anything of that nature,
I agree with you on that.
They replace you with someone else. And no, we haven't used anything that we learned in school.
Right.
Truthfully.
Right.
Nothing. And then have loans or whatever to pay back for learning nothing. Just learning how to be a good servant. That's what school is for.
See, think about this guy, and I'm glad she brought up, going to college and getting a degree just to have to get out and pay a student loan back. Guess what? And nowadays, I'm the type of person that I know, I know the world now, and I got knowledge.
Right.
When I hit it, guess what I think of? They know what they're doing, so they're gonna send you to college, a so-called free college, and then you get out of college. Then you got a student loan, and plus the money what they're gonna be giving you after you get out of that class for that degree. When you think you're making real money, you want to make real money. You got to still bring back college. No, like the college fees.
Right.
When they know they ain't gonna give you enough,
they trap you with
you with it.
You know, if you didn't get a scholarship, a full scholarship, or, you know, most of us didn't have that to go to school. So, you know, Navy and Sally Mae, whatever, you take out the loan, you know, you're going to school, you already in debt, you know, when you graduate. You're already in debt. So, you know, it's just really set up and designed to just to keep you bound and oppressed. And that's what I've realized. That's my take on it. That's just how I feel about it. And yeah, because I did everything right. You know, graduated, went to college, honors college, you know, very intelligent.
Perfect.
Like, yeah, I did.
And
what
at
I
the end, it
was
just
supposed
feel
to
like you just slaving for these people.
Yeah, no, like, you know, it's
man, it's bad.
It's not worth it.
It's bad.
And that's my opinion. It's not worth it.
Man, how you feel about our people? You know, like like out here, you know, how we out here just killing each other, like, you know, like I remember, like I say, back then, when I was in school, man, I remember, man, it wasn't no shooting, no each other, man. It was like, you gonna fight it out, or you gonna leave it alone. Even if you fight it out, you know what I'm saying, we gonna be back, it's gonna be all good then, you know what I'm saying, at least everybody go home alive. And, you know, man, one thing, you know, what I got a problem with the world is, you know, and, you know, like I say, man, I ain't number 23, man. So people look at me sometimes and be like, oh, dang, dude, you gave me, oh, you got tattoos on your neck and stuff like that, you know, not even knowing who I really am. And see a person sit here and judge you by how you look or your appearance, and they're like, oh, okay, that's you. That's exactly who you are. Man, he don't even know my first name.
We have that problem. Terribly.
Man, we don't talk no more.
We
enough. Man, we don't be authentic no more when we talk.
Right.
Put it like that.
I think it has to do a lot with ego, having ego, and also not being in tune with self, not knowing self, not taking time to work on self and the things that trigger us. We might not realize. First, you have to identify the triggers and work on healing the damage that you do to self, because obviously only hurt people hurt people. That's how that goes. So you're hurt, you know, instead of killing, popping off, retaliating. It's a lot of hurt adults running around in this world who are really wounded children inside. You haven't healed or dealt with your inner child. What hurt you? What caused you such pain at such a young age that you have carried with you throughout this life that you're living, and all it does is grow and grow. That energy just stays with you, and it stays with you, and it grows, and it consumes you, and it oozes out in habits and different things that you go throughout your daily life. That's really what's wrong. It's a lot of people not knowing who they are. And yeah, they do a lot to us, and by they, you know, I refer to the so-called elite power, people in charge, however, whatever, government, whatever you want it to be. But and I said that meaning food, you know, food being tainted, hormones, different things, GMOs, things put in food, things placed in our juice. Liquid juice is mostly nothing but sugar. It's nothing but sugar. Hell, you know, you need to cut that with water to drink it. I'm good. It's nothing good for you. It's nothing good for you. You know, just knowledge of self and loving self. And I'm telling you, when you love yourself, you can't help but radiate that energy out to others and touch others. So again, a lot of killing, crime, you could say it's poverty, less fortunate environment, all these different things, but you get down to the root of it, ain't none of that to blame. The only thing in person to blame is you. Because once you realize that you are in control of your reality, it doesn't matter what's going on all around and on the outside of you. You control your reality. That's what we have to start realizing. Get rid of the ego. Stop the division of different religions, different beliefs. Oh, she do this, he do that, they with this, they with that. I'm not like this. Woo woo woo, woo woo. That's just distractions. It's so easy to focus on somebody else because you don't want to deal with your shit. You don't want to deal with the fucked up shit that you got going on. That's what's really wrong with you. That's called shadow work, by the way. Anything that you see that you don't like in somebody and you don't like about somebody, because we're nothing but all reflections of one another. Collectively, that is how we are one in the collective. It's something about you need to work on. What you find a problem in somebody else is really what you don't like about yourself. That's the dark shit. Not all the stuff you adore and you like about yourself, but the shit you don't like. Dealing with that. That's called shadow work. That's putting in the work to be a better person. Y'all talk about Black Wall Street.
What is it called again?
Shadow work. Shadow work. Y'all talk about wanting to rebuild Black Wall Street, wanting to come together. Why can't we come together? Let's come together, do this, do this, do that. Ain't no coming together. You want to know how you come together collectively? You come together collectively by working on yourself, getting in tune with your higher self. Michael Jackson said it perfectly, and he was a wonderful humanitarian. He brought a lot of people together. Michael Jackson left a great blueprint of being a wonderful humanitarian, giving. He had so much and gave so much. He loved the children, which it was about the children. Fuck all that fake news and fake press and that bullshit. He loved people and he loved children. Children are the future. You have to protect the children. Watch out for the children. That's why so many of us are fucked up. Inner child molestation, abuse, things that happen when we're 3, 4, 5 years old. Can't defend yourself. Children that we've been carrying for years and years. You're 40 years old and you have all this trauma, baggage, stagnant energy. But anyway, it's not going to be a Black Wall Street. Let's march, let's protest, let's come together, have a meeting about this and that. Let's form another Black Panther movement, this, that. As a collective, we elevate the frequency and we raise our vibrations by, like Michael Jackson saying, self, starting with the man in the mirror, starting with self. So again, like I was saying, Michael Jackson says, you're starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. So it's the shadow work again. It's the going inside of self and whatever needs healing. There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautifully, fearfully, and wonderfully made. But it's some healing. It's some trauma that we all have to do. And that's how we raise the vibration and collectively evolve and help our fellow brother and help each other. That is how we grow. That is how we elevate. Because guess what, baby? Mother Kai ain't waiting on nobody. Earth ain't waiting on us. She's elevating. She's taking off. So this lower vibrational stuff, competing against your brother and sister, race wars, bickering with co-workers, church, all this different stuff, distractions, diversions. Shakespeare said it best. The whole world is a stage. Play your part and figure out your part. And don't be afraid of your higher self. I had to realize my higher self is a motherfucker. Like, she is a trip. He can tell you. I showed him a meme of how I believe my higher self is. It was like, oh my goodness, what do I do? I'm worried about the future. The higher self was represented in like darkness in the figure of a woman and stars and smoking a blunt and saying, bitch, enjoy this moment now. And that's true. You can't do nothing about the past, so you can't have remorse about that. And you shouldn't be anxious and worried and have anxiety about the future. You can't do nothing about that either. I don't care what bill is due, this, that, what they say, however, what's coming up. You can't worry about that. You're in control of your reality and in charge of the present, the moment that you're in. That's how you create things. If you're constantly focused on negative stuff, that's basic, law of attraction. And you wonder why shit keep happening to you all the time. All you put out is negativity. So that's what comes back to you. Karma, boomerang effect, whatever. It's gonna be negative. So you wanna put out good energy and good vibes. And then you draw in abundance and good things to you because that's what you radiate. That's what you're putting out. It's simple. Hell, you attract what you are, what you're putting out. So if you are doing low vibrational things, and low vibration is very simple, y'all. It's fear, anger, ego, anxiety, frustration, worry. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. If you hear me, you hear me. Don't be fooled. Meaning things, negativity, things live and feed off of fear and negativity. Those are low, heavy vibrations, like Erykah Badu said. Bag lady, you're gonna hurt your back. Carrying all the bags like that. I loved her since I was like 15 years old. It's all the negativity, the worry, all the baggage. It weighs you down. So you're probably afraid of your higher self because your higher self is a motherfucker. Because think about it. Your higher self exists in higher realms, 5D and beyond. This is 3D. Think about it. It's solid. We're dense. We're heavy. It's matter. It's solid. You have solid. You have liquid. You have gas. The phases. And then you have plasma. So you're existing in like the spirit or the gas phase when you pass on, or your higher self, or plasma, the higher you go. So it's like you have to realize the movie Legion, if y'all remember that from like 2010 or 2012, the angels in the movie Legion, man, your higher self is not all meek and, demure and quaint and whatever else. To not have fear is a warrior. It's a warrior spirit.
That shit crazy.
To be a warrior is to,
Man, you fucking my head.
But it's true.
But
to
I'm
be
telling
a warrior,
you. No, I'm just saying that
fear.
processing this stuff.
You are virtuous. You are victorious. You are fearless. You stand on principles and what you believe in. That's what your higher self is. That's what they don't want you to know. Your higher self ain't no punk. Ain't no bitch. Because can't no fear exist there. In higher frequencies. In the higher realm. Ain't no fear. So stop running from yourself, because that's all you're doing. You've got to do the self-work. Stop being afraid of yourself. Do the self-work and focus on yourself. Stop worrying about what's going on over there, who doing what, blah, blah, this, bad vibes, whatever else. All that may be true, but you can transcend all of that when you work on yourself, because when you get to vibing so high, people that are not on your level or not on your frequency, they either gonna have to come up or they're gonna fall off. Low energy, demons, all that shit is real. Yeah, it exists. All that shit exists though only with your permission. And cause you stay vibing on a low frequency. You worried about this or that. I'm not going to get in too deep. I'm not going to blow y'all mind. But what I'm going to say is stop waiting on a savior. You are your savior. Listen to what's inside. You don't have to go outside yourself. Ask the government, Jesus, whatever for nothing. It's all within you. The Creator created you in their image. In image. So you have everything you need already inside of you. Stop looking outside and tap in. And I'm telling y'all this and giving y'all the lessons because a lot of us have paid the price. We've already paved the way for you. We have woken up spiritually to some traumatic things. We've lost family, friends, jobs, all for sovereignty of freedom, knowing self, acknowledging self, and growing spiritually and choosing to evolve and grow, going against what the system or society or your family tell you should be and what you should do. Hell, I did all of that. Go to school, do this, do that. Did it all the right way. And no, it's a facade. It's a facade. That's not where true happiness comes from. It comes from within. No matter about your spouse, your children, your sister, your brother, your mama, your daddy, it has to come from you, from within. So I'm telling y'all, the sooner we get started on the self-work, the better off we'll be. And we got to stop falling into these traps. These agents out here are real, to stop you, to keep you from elevating with your higher self and staying on your path, your journey. It's not a competition. It's not who knows this and who knows that and who knows more, because knowledge without application ain't shit. Faith without works is dead. Like I said before, what's the point of having all this knowledge? I've had all this knowledge for years and years. People think I'm crazy when I try to spit the game and talk to you. But then I realize, like the sexual celestial helped me realize, I have to do the opposite of what I am. I'm a real nerd and I'm really highly introverted. So speaking out in this way and sharing my knowledge and my gifts, you know, with the public, with the world, I know my purpose. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here to do. I'm going to do my part to change the world. I have things I have to work on. I'm trying to vibe at a higher level. And just because something may look like a downfall or a setback or a destruction, it's really clearing energy. And it's a setup for the new blessings, the new energy. Energy can't be destroyed. It's only transmuted or transferred. So we got to flip a lot of energy. A lot of us have dis-ease, discomfort of the body from stagnant energy, from trauma and things built up. Shit ain't nothing wrong with you. Research, do some research, change some eating habits, change that. Do whatever necessary steps you need to do. Get more sunlight, take some chlorophyll, look into that. You know, feed the organs what they need, fruits and vegetables. It's very basic things we can do to be better versions of ourselves. Very basic things we can do. Stop being so busy with your job, with your kids, with your spouse, with your parent. You know, it sounds selfish, but self-love is not selfish. You can't be the best that you can be if you don't take care of you first. It's just like fixating your oxygen mask, you know, on an airplane. You need to fix yours before you can go and start helping someone else. You have to love yourself in order to know what love looks like, what love feels like, in order to receive love and give love. You got to do yourself first. I don't forgive nobody no more. The hell with that. I took my power back and I forgive myself. I forgive myself for allowing them to occupy space in my life for so long when I knew better, and keeping me from being the best version of myself. I'm divinely protected, and I know that have always been my whole life, because people will play on me being naive or not being street, you know, raised in the suburbs, not knowing this and that. Hell, you ain't got no damn common sense. All you got is book sense and this, that, and the third. But I was highly intelligent. I just never thought the way you thought. I didn't think the way other people thought. And I knew I was different because animals and children always loved me. And that's the pure, innocent vibration and frequency. So I own that shit now, because I earned it and I deserved it. I don't question myself anymore. And you need to stop questioning who you are and find out what your life purpose is and what you have to offer and to give this world, and to elevate yourself so that you leave something good behind. Because like I said, Gaia, Terra 3, as the extraterrestrials know it as, Earth, she's elevated. You should research solar flares. Look into a lot of different things. Things are happening. There's so many different distractions. But none of that means nothing, because the real war is within. It's within your lower self and your higher self. Your higher self, your Holy Spirit, that voice that you hear. And like I said, the sexual celestial helped me realize the interference is also a voice. Your brain always wants to go back to what it knows.
Right.
It's fear of the unknown.
Right.
It's fear of the unknown. But God, universe, source, whatever you want to call it, loves someone that steps out on faith, or someone that takes risk. You got to take risk in order to create the life that you want. The universe likes that. Or if you want to be holy about it, like I said, God loves when you step out on faith. It don't look like it. You can't see it, but you just know it. Abundance, great things are there. You have to do that. You have to do that. That's what it's about. But it's that voice that's afraid of the unknown. It will keep you in this matrix and keep you just recycling and cycling over and over. And family, deep breath. You think you're experiencing some hell now, or it feels like that. That cycling and that experience is going to intensify. It's going to get worse and worse and worse, because that's your soul crying out, I'm sick of this shit. I want to be free. I'm tired of the matrix. I want to break free. You'll know. You'll really know. That's how I said, if you are waking up, you won't just be caught up. Because I knew the Bible back and forth. My daughter's name is Hebrew. Her name means my strength is Yahweh, Isaiah. So I know about religion. I studied Jehovah's Witness for a moment. I've looked into a little bit of everything. I've researched a little bit of everything. I'm very curious. I came here that way. My grandmother said when I came out, I didn't cry. I didn't do anything. I just looked around. Old Soul, 22. Check out that movie Soul, y'all. A lot of gems are in there. A lot of movies have a lot of gems in them. They put the truth in plain sight. They hide in plain sight. So they're right in your face. They're right in front of you. Check out The Matrix. That's a documentary, by the way. So that's meaning it's factual. It's not just a movie. Like, I don't want to use the term woke, because a certain party and certain things are just associated with woke. Everything is woke. It's a fake woke also now going on. So people are playing on your emotions, you waking up to coming out of systematic programming and thinking for yourself and seeing things differently and looking at a certain way, and it looks like, oh yeah, oh, I resonate with that. Let me go in that direction. And it's all just a trap to bring you right on back. That's why I said you have to realize nothing you need is outside of you. It's inside. All you have to do is tap in. Not out. Tap in. Tap in. So many answers that you're looking for, you already have. You're not listening to the right voice inside of you. And like I said, there is a voice of interference, that voice that just wants to keep you doing the same old thing. That's called insanity, y'all. Doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results, and you hadn't changed shit. You're doing the same thing. That's called insanity. You're not going to get different results. You're not going to get different results. You got to change something. Something's got to change. And you've been getting signs and hints. You've just been ignoring them. You've been ignoring them, but they're there. And you've been afraid of the cost. I can tell you, you've been afraid of the price you're gonna have to pay. And hell yeah, it's a price. Like I said, family, friends, jobs, things fall away. But that's okay, it doesn't resonate with you anymore. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay in a goddamn box that people put you in. They comfortable around you because you this certain way and you multifaceted. You are creative. There are a lot of different ways you are. I've always been that way. Hell, they call me the high-class ghetto girl since high school. I ain't never grew up in no hood, but I'm just me. I'm just real. I resonate with people. I've always loved people. I'm just me. And people love me because they saw I'm genuinely being me. I'm authentic. For real. For real. It's not an act. And at this age, I'm 40 years old. When the hell am I going to speak my mind and my voice? When? If not now. I appreciate you so much. If not now, then when?
Appreciate you, man.
When? And it ain't about age. My family couldn't understand that. I got in trouble a lot because, hell, I'm an old soul. 22. Wrapping up, guys, just remember balance. Balance is key. And working on yourself. Working on a better you. Doing the shadow work. Working on your higher self. The universe doesn't recognize good, evil, good, bad. It just responds to the vibration, to the frequency. So, you gotta have balance. This planet is the planet of duality. It's good, bad, up, down, in, out, yin, yang. But as above, so below. As within, so without. So, look in the mirror within. What you don't like and you see in others, you need to reflect back at self, because we're all just walking mirrors. We change this world by working on ourselves, y'all. That's it. It's really that simple. Don't get caught up in all the distractions. I know, be it this bill is due, this disconnection notice, this is going on, that is going on. Oh, the price is this, the price is that. You already have what you need, above and beyond what you need, because you create that in your reality. You have it. You want it. Radiate what you want to come back. Do not fear. Do not be afraid. Do not be angry. Do not do any of those things, because that's only going to bring that back into your life, into your frequency. Just a spiral down in the same old cycle. Free yourself from this bullshit, no matter how it looks. We got this, y'all, and that's how we do it.
Appreciate your mama, you know what I'm saying?
I believe that's how we do it.
Hey, listen, guys, man, listen. That's gonna be the end of the video right there, know what I'm saying? If you guys like the video, man, make sure you go down there, know what I'm saying? Hit a like, leave a like, hit the comment. If you love your mama, know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all know who it is, know what I'm saying? It's your boy, Mrs. Savage, with your
Mrs24K. Mrs24K.
Man, y'all know the motto, know what I'm saying? Y'all better stay in y'all lane, better mind y'all business. Always keep God first. Like I say, nothing works on my time and nothing works on your time. Everything works on God's time, you know what I'm saying? Man, y'all already know what it is. And I always just stay motivated, man. Man, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Mrs. Savage. It's your girl,
Mrs24K.
Man, we got this thing. Why you always lying? You can't never tell the motherfucking truth. The smallest shit you gotta lie about. I just don't get it, man. Check me out. Why you always lying? Why you always lying?